Welcome to the madhenhouse.com recap, where someone solves multiplayer game development, immediately celebrates, and somehow keeps publishing content through the whole thing.
Mad Hen House has been busy across game dev tutorials, let's play sessions, and comedy news podcasts. And today, we're covering all of it. Let's start with the dev work and the chaos that followed.
The thread running through this segment is what happens after the hard technical work is done. Specifically, what a multiplayer breakthrough looks like when the celebration bleeds into the content itself.
The Sonic Mania post sets the scene directly. Doug got tipsy after unraveling the multilayer mystery of game development, and things are about to get wild.
So the reward for cracking one of indie dev's harder problems is a drink and a Sonic session. The chaos isn't incidental. The post frames it as the whole point, a celebration dressed as a let's play.
The East Village Dev Diary is where the actual technical work lives. A multiplayer possession tutorial, walking through the mechanics that apparently earned that celebration. That's the before. The Sonic episode is the after.
And the party doesn't stop there. The Ultimate Alliance session is explicitly titled around still celebrating the multiplayer win the next day, which is a very honest content strategy.
Then there's the Half-Life 2 episode, Alex the Jinxer, which pulls the series into different territory, trading the celebration energy for chaotic HL2 gameplay, and the question of whether Alex can outrun the Jinx.
Across all of it, the through line is Doug, developing, teaching, playing, and apparently staying hydrated in varying degrees of success.
The format works because the dev diary and the Let's Plays aren't separate universes. The breakthrough feeds the celebration, feeds the content.
Speaking of content with a news peg, there's a whole other corner of Mad Hen House running on political headlines and comedy.
The Demo Crazy podcast stakes out a specific lane, current political headlines processed with comedy alongside the outrage. And this episode loads up 3 distinct items to make that case.
The post opens with the pitch directly. Get ready for a wild ride as we dive into today's sensational headlines. Lindsey Graham's shocking death revelation, the latest on Freedom fuel stations, and hilarious Mitch McConnell comedy skit that you won't want to miss.
What this means in practice is a coherent 3-part format. A news revelation as the hook, a policy-adjacent story as the anchor, and original sketch comedy as the creative centerpiece. The Hatchery and Mad Hen House crew produce all of it.
That structure, straight news, policy story, original sketch, is what the better political comedy shows figured out years ago. The question is always execution.
The Slab Lounge podcast runs a similar format, but swings toward pop culture. Xbox layoffs, the Gideon arrest and what it exposes about streaming ethics, and an anime discussion. Broader territory, same conversational energy.
2 podcasts, 2 different news lanes, same instinct that the headlines need a comedic frame to be survivable.
And both are building toward a subscriber community. The Demo Crazy post closes with a call to get your dose of Demo Crazy, which is a reasonable ask given the format.
The site's archive is wider than just these 2 lanes, though. There's more infrastructure holding it together. Behind the episodes and podcasts, the site's navigation tells you something about the full scope. The Hatchery, Mad Hen plays, animations, demo reels, downloadable models, even a Transformers Fall of Cybertron session with Grimlock that surfaced in the index this week.
The Grimlock episode fits the Mad Hen Plays format exactly. High-energy commentary, epic battles, the same question of whether the player conquers or falls. It's the archive doing what archives do, showing the range.
The map is bigger than any single episode suggests.
Dev breakthroughs, celebration sessions, political comedy, and a Dinobot. That's the week at Mad Hen House.
Next time, we'll see whether Doug has fully recovered. Subscribe button status, presumably smashed.